If God is good, why do I suffer? Ultimately, we don't know the answer to that question. Why, if we push our thinking far enough, why couldn't God have created reality such that pain would be impossible? He could have. He didn't. I don't know why. Do you know why? But it is worth considering that God himself freely chose to enter into our suffering. The author of the story, standing outside the story, wrote himself into it to play the hardest part. That's amazing to me. And when we consider the sufferings of God, it helps us to get past glib and shallow and formulaic answers to this huge question. So Jesus helped Thomas, for example. We call him Doubting Thomas. After the Lord died and was raised again, Thomas said, "Unless I see those scars, I'm out." And Jesus came to him and said, "Put your finger here and see my hands, and put out your hand and place it in my side. Do not disbelieve, but believe." The sufferings of Jesus help us to get past our reservations and close the deal with him in belief. Here's another way to put it, and boy, if there's one thing I really don't like, it's preachers who quote poetry, but I'm going to quote some poetry. This is Jesus of the Scars by a man named Edward Chilito. He wrote this coming out of World War I, which was an unimaginable bloodbath. And speaking to Jesus in the poem, the last verse says this: "The other gods were strong, but you were weak. They rode, but you stumbled to a throne. But to our wounds, only God's wounds can speak. And no God has wounds, but you alone."